But I never got in fights at school because I didn't go to school, so no
Oh,
fights.
that's right.
Ooh.
That's right.
Oh. Hannah, you a homeschool or you just a gangster?
Yeah.
Both?
Homeschooled.
Homeschool gangster?
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot now. Hannah was homeschool. That's personal information.
You can make all your assumptions now about me.
All right. Well, I want to ask questions. I don't want to make assumptions.
No.
Did you go to prom?
I went to high school.
Oh, so you were homeschooled before high school.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got a little time to like not be weird when everybody didn't notice because like 13,
Yeah, that's what they
14,
say.
everybody's weird.
They say, "Oh, you didn't turn out that weird," That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I don't know. You might be like dormant, and like you waiting for like a trigger and then like serial killer.
Hey,
Homeschool
listen.
kids are intelligent.
Listen.
So what's wrong with now? When,
this
like,
is funny.
at home
This is real. This is real. This is real talk. So listen, I was on the phone.
I was
I was talking to Hannah when I was shopping one day, right? And then I was like I had her on my AirPods, and I could see the people around me looking at me, listening to what I was saying because it was kind of interesting. I said, Hannah, I got a question for you. And I said, do you think that you have trouble controlling the levels of your voice because you spent so many years mute? Like you just didn't have enough practice like talking that now level
He feels
10
good about
too.
what he said, but he's not right for that.
So how does it work? Did your mom was your teacher or y'all like had an online homeschool?
Mostly my mom, but we were in a homeschool group, so we did do other things.
Okay, that's cool.
It's not as sheltered as everybody thinks. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't make an assumption. I just think it's quite cool. Like, I mean, other than the social experience that you get from like, I mean, the
I
point
had
of
friends.
school.
I know everybody's worried, but
Yeah,
I had friends.
No, I didn't. Stop thinking I'm judgy. I'm inquisitive about this because, like, all right, school is created during the fall because the harvest. It's like there's no farm work to do, so go learn, and then come back in the summer and work.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the point. And then the other one was like, hey, we need people to create machines, and then so we need all the desks facing this way and like a factory. And then it's like, oh, well, kids aren't really learning how to interact with each other. We need babies to go to small group and like learn how to be friends. I think that's the most important thing for an adolescent is to learn how to make friends.
All right, we're bringing this
back. A lot
back.
Of kids these days.
Bringing it back to the kids.
No. What I'm getting at is
seriously.
Part of what used to be part of education is no longer.
You used to have to go out. You used to have to go outside and make friends. Remember, your mom be like, "Go outside, play with your friends."
Yeah.
And there's always a friend out. What up, Mike? You coming out? Mike outside. Hey, everybody. Mike.
Yeah, that's a dying breed.
Yeah, that's what I said. My mom was like, "You are not allowed to be inside." Actually, it was more like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
And then she'd chuck a toy.
Like, it was people had curfews. I had like time. It was like, don't come home until the street lights come on. I was like, wait, what?
My
you mean come home when the street lights on?
My mom can whistle with her fingers.
Until
like this.
Oh man, that's a beast mode. I still can't do that.
If I wasn't home by the time I was supposed to, and I heard that whistle, bad news.
You already know.
He's putting in time.
I had friends. They couldn't. Their mom was like a pastor at a church, and they couldn't go off the block. And they got new bikes, and I was like, "What y'all got these fancy bikes for? Y'all can't even go nowhere." Like, cause I was like so proud that like my mom, like it was so many of us that like my mom would just be like, "Yeah, just come back at this time." So I would go anywhere I wanted to. I would go almost anywhere. I would end up places I shouldn't be. Like it's like, yep, free reign. But like as a kid, I think you need that to like learn and explore. What up, dog?
I think so too. She came to say hello. Listen, I do the same thing with my dog. I'm like, go. You don't come back?
Yeah.
You don't come back.
You know where I live. That dog know where she lives. She can smell you.
I let my dog off the leash all the time. Listen, there are no, I don't know if there's no bad dogs, but there are more bad owners than there are bad dogs.
Of course. It's the owner's responsibility to be, it's like parents. They ain't bad kids. You made that kid bad. Unless he was like Michael Myers or something, that's different. Jason Voorhees.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
but yeah, with I think that's just a culture thing.
Okay, it's worse. So what I was trying to get into before my dog interrupted me was that when it comes to the schooling, Like I was
Yeah.
just reading this book and they talked about when 20 years ago, the things that you needed to do to get into kindergarten or first grade, like there was a lot
Yeah.
of like, you need to be able to like tie your shoes and like, be
Yeah.
like left
Be potty
alone,
trained.
all kinds of
Yeah.
different
Be able to
stuff.
sit for 5 minutes without,
I could
needing
never do that.
anybody.
Yeah. So that wasn't me. But they're right. But anyways, there's a lot of behavioral stuff there, but now it's not behavioral at all, first of all. And second of all, like play is not encouraged like it used to be.
So first question, why is it not behavioral things? Because that's what you're learning, right? You're learning motor skills and behavioral and like communication and connection.
Yeah, but they're given like it's less of that now. They're given like homework now in kindergarten and stuff.
That's
Okay,
true.
so school is meant for learning and not a social experience. I had it all wrong. That makes a lot of sense now. Answers a lot
No,
of
but
questions
that's
for
what they're
me.
changing it. They're changing it. And so people don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to get their feelings hurt. So this,
Oh, so I
you know what I'm
would be a good
saying?
student. Talking too much in class, I would have been a good student these days.
Hey,
I'd have been a standout. Let
no
me show y'all
comment.
how this is done. Listen to me. I have not had a report card that didn't say, intelligent. Yeah, he going to fourth grade. Talk too much. I'd be like, look, just stop putting that down there. Like until I'm like 25, my frontal lobe is not developed, for maturity. And as I like, it's like when they like he won't sit down. I'm like, he's 10. He's 10. Like, do you understand his hormones and like what's going on inside his body and his mind?
Listen, that was the story. That's one thing we have in common. That's the story of my life.
Serious,
Talks
like
too
couldn't
much
sit
in
down.
class.
It's like, but that's expiration. It should be, what it should be encouraged. If a kid has a lot of energy, give him a sport, give him a task, give him something to solve. People saw that as like behavioral issues. But I think that was more so like, I would honestly say like, because, on like the South Side of Chicago and such, like that's like a systematic thing in a sense. Like, I don't want to say like racism, but I want to say it's like,
Mm.
like in a minority community, they don't handle social or psychological issues in the same way. It's like everything is like he being bad. Or it's like, no, maybe he's externalizing something that happened or expressing himself, and that's yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what were your grades like when you were growing up, Hannah? What'd your report card say? Talks too much?
You were top of your
Nah,
class, Hannah.
I didn't even have a report card.
See, look at
See,
that.
that's legit.
Look at that. That's amazing. That's like, that tells you right there that like kids are learning the wrong way. Like, I'm not saying you should be graded. I think there should be standardized tests for specific things, right? You shouldn't be an engineer if you don't know calculus and like things that go along with that. Like, there should be. However, I think there's more scales that we can really use to help kids like learn better. I don't know what those are, but I'm interested in knowing how you were graded. You just had participation? As long as you participate, you were fine, Hannah? I know you didn't have technology class. You didn't have computer class, did you? Everything was on
Nah.
paper. Everything was. She was out there like, hold on, I'm almost done. My homework. So how are you
Okay.
graded?
Yeah, true.
How are you graded, Hannah?
I guess I wasn't really. Like, I did work, but
How do you know if you did
it
well?
just wasn't the same.
How do you know if you did bad or if you did good? Poorly or poor or well? Like, how do you know how you're performing? It has to be some kind of objective measurement.
Well,
You write a paper. If the paper is shit, your mama didn't tell you? She was just like,
yeah,
good
she
job
did. She
putting
did.
words on the paper. Go on to bed.
She did. She tear up my writing, but in my math problems, there's a right answer, but some things, I guess, not really.
She's like, there's a right answer. Yeah, math is the most objective thing.
You've mostly been working
Always.
on my handwriting, but
Really? You should go talk to her about that and be like,
she
you know
said I
what?
had the worst handwriting she ever seen.
And you just tell her, you say, how,